Bibhuda, that one name conjures up so many fond memories. He was indeed an essentially good person from the core of his heart. That made him so endearing to his relatives and a host of friends. He was a profoundly affectionate person. He was very fond of my husband and me. We were touched by this trait of his in every meeting that we had with him. Their house at Shambazar was our favourite place, and we cherished the memory of those visits. I still remember a few pieces of valuable advice he gave to my husband. Last but not the least, who can forget his golden voice? Whenever he came to sing on any of our family ceremonies, all of us were enthralled by his singing. His untimely death created a deep void in our hearts. Bibhuda, wherever you are, may your soul rest in peace.
I called him Ranka, short of Ranga Kaka. He was a wonderful present in my growing up days. He helped me with math. He produced wonderful drawings as if magically. He got jalebi to celebrate good exam results. Even after I grew up, he was there for me. Tall and handsome, he was a man of many talents. Hearing him sing in his deep and resonant voice was an unforgettable experience. He could draw and paint with ease and skill, even though he had no special training. A kind and affectionate man, he could share in the joys and sorrows of others and had a large circle of friends. His laughter was infectious. Ranka was a very special person. I miss him.
He was our Ranka. This name's origin was his fair complexion. He was extremely handsome, no doubt. Ours was a joint family where music, especially vocal, was part of life. Ranka's deep, melodious voice would resonate throughout the house, a house that had 4 stories. He would sing while bathing, while entering the house after a long day's office work. Ranka was very, very handsome, tall, fair, with thick hair. When he left for office dressed in coat and trousers, young ladies would be at their windows. We had love, protection, encouragements from this very dear uncle of ours.
Our Choto Mesho, Sri Sudhindra Narayan Dasgupta, was one of the most likable person I have ever met in my life. He was an extremely handsome person and had a beautiful baritone voice and sang Rabindra Sangeet and Brahmo Sangeet. He was a great lover of cricket and was a member of Cricket Association of Bengal. From him, I got a ticket of all the test matches played at Calcutta Eden Gardens since 1960. On my 16th birthday, he gave me an autograph English willow cricket bat, which I think is the best present I got in my childhood. I have many fond memories of him.
Hello everyone. Whenever I think about Choto Mesho, I remember him as a tall, handsome man with a big smile on his face. Growing up, he was such an important part of my life. I have so many memories of him. I especially remember his songs, starting from classical Rabindra Sangeet like Bipulo Tarangore to light music like Kumror Moto Chale Dhore Rato. He was the best. I especially fondly remember our 2 families' vacation to Puri. When Choto Mashi and I jumped into the big waves wearing our sharis, Choto Mesho was so scared for our safety, and rightfully so. In February of 1980, Choto Mesho was not feeling well, but he still came and sang at my wedding because he knew how much I needed his presence and blessing to start my new life. Happy birthday, Choto Mesho. We all love you so much.
Hello everybody, Choto Mesho's centenary year, so many memories to cherish. Well, Choto Mesho was maybe the handsomest person I knew in my young days. His tall, handsome looks, his beautiful modulated voice used to charm us. On many occasions, I had come across his loving nature. Especially, I remember the trip to Digha with Choto Mesho, Chotomashi, Buddha, and Bulu. I don't remember the year exactly. It was in the early 70s. The long walks in the beach, the morning dips in the sea, the evenings in the guest house balcony, it is a memory I cherish. Choto Mesho had a very subtle sense of humor. He also had a true natural singing voice. His preference were the classical songs, though he used to sing Rabindra Sangeet also. One evening I remember, our full family was in the Shambazar residence. There was a request for Choto Mesho to sing a Rabindra Sangeet. Now, as we all know, there are many Rabindra Sangeets set on similar ragas. Choto Mesho, in his beautiful voice, started a song, and after a couple of lines, with all seriousness, shifted over to some other song. Like that, he kept on seamlessly switching over to lyrics of different songs. It took some time for the people to realize what was happening. It was really hilarious. So many such small memories are there. Thank you everybody.
We all at Shambazar House, I mean our extended family at 14B Mohanlal Street, used to call him Rangada, Ranga Mama, Ranga Kaka, or simply Ranga. Never really thought why we called him so. But perhaps what we all meant was that he was one who, like the rising sun, could add colors to the colorless. Indeed, he kept the entire family enthralled by his baritone voice and mesmerizing charm. Happy centenary, Rangakaku. We still miss you very much.
Sudhindra Dasgupta, my Ranga Mama. He was an amazing, handsome, wonderful man, a great singer. And my childhood memory of him is him coming up, that tall frame getting out of his Fiat 1100, the little car. There was always a gift for me. And before the pujas, there was a shirt. And his humanity, his greatness is probably summed up by what he did once Shenrali closed down. He was the public relations officer. He was a very big officer, and a lot of folks probably would have been really depressed. Not him. He shook it all off, started his own business with this carpentry workshop, working hand in hand, shoulder to shoulder with his employees. And what spirit! I wish I can emulate your spirit the rest of my life, Rangamama. Happy birth centenary, and someday we'll meet again.
Bibhu Kaka was my father's friend, and I knew him from my childhood days. He was almost family to us. A tall, handsome man with a rich baritone. He was an impressive gentleman, and his sunny demeanor, his affectionate nature, his warmth, and his kindness were ingrained in his persona. A big man with a bigger heart. That's what he was. It was always such fun to be in the Shambaza house. It felt like such a happy place, a bright place, with Bibu Kaka and Indira Kakima. And for sure, at times of stress, his comforting hand was always on one's shoulder. I can go on and on, but let me just say that though many memories have faded with time, Bibu Kaka still remains just as vivid now in my mind. My respects and love, Bibu Kaka.
He left for his heavenly abode more than 40 years back. He was my Bibu Kaka. I still remember him in his typical Bengali outfit of Punjabi and pajama with thick glasses and bright eyes behind. He was a bosom friend of my father, and he used to love me the same way he did to his son, my departed friend Buddha. I will never forget you, Bibu Kaka. I will remember you throughout my life.
যদি দূরে যাই চলে তবু মনে রেখো যদি পুরাতন প্রেম ঢাকা পড়ে যায় নব প্রেম জালে মনে রেখো তবু মনে রেখো যদি থাকি গা